it's tea time. I had it on the ground, but now that I think about it, I could have just put it back here. Didn't necessarily have to go on the ground. The other option was like on the cushion next to me, but then probably would have dropped it, let's be honest. It would have just tipped over and then I would have been that guy who's like, hey, can I use a room and record a video and then spill tea everywhere? That would have been really good, I think. I'm actually in Sam's old room from when he was a kid, and my favorite part is that like the second he left, the roof fell in. It cracked me up because I like to think he cursed this room. And it's like an RIPD, he's actually a deado, but instead of when he shows up things break, it's when he leaves things break. Oh my goodness, there's like water damage all over the floor and stuff. I love it. I love it. Also, my arm is already getting tired, so hi! Let me do one of these. Do one of these for a second. Stretch. Stretch. Okay. So, I haven't done like a legit coffee time since I left, but let me assure you, I'm having a lovely time. We're with Sam's family now, and I love all of them. They're wonderful. And we had a really great few days in London. Like, did a lot of fun stuff. I think the only video that I've put up so far has been the one when we decided to just like take a day and do London-y things, right? And that was really fun. I had a lot of fun that day. And the next day, not yesterday, but the day before, we went to see Warhorse because I've been to London a couple of times now and I haven't seen any shows, like any plays at all. And so Sam, knowing that I'm a huge theater person, decided that when I came into town, the last night that we would stay in London, we would go to a nice dinner and see a show. And it was so fun because he gave me like this huge list, like all of these different shows that we could see. And I had seen most of them, unfortunately. Hold on. I don't know why my arm is like having a problem today. Normally, you know, it works it out. It like works through it all. But okay, I'll just continue with my story. So he gave me a huge list and I had seen most of the shows that were on the list. But Warhorse was on there, and I have wanted to see Warhorse so bad because I love puppets. Like, I'm a huge puppet person. I spent a lot of time in college making puppets. And Warhorse has gotten so many awards, not only for its show in general, but for the puppets. So I was like, oh man, we should totally see Warhorse, because I also thought Sam would like it. And we went to see it, and oh, the full-grown horse puppets are incredible. Like, so amazing. Sam and I could not stop talking about it afterward. I thought that, I hate saying this, again, as somebody who loves theater, I hate saying this, but I thought that the movie had better pacing than the play, but the play was so much more, how should I put this? It was far more impressive than the movie, right? So I absolutely recommend it. I think that the story of Warhorse is really good. I like it a lot. But there were far more kind of stoic monologues than there are in the movie. The movie has pretty good pacing, and a lot happens in the movie, whereas the play, I think, was a little bit confusing. There were a lot of times where Sam was like, what's going on right now? And the only reason I knew what was going on is because I had seen the movie, right? But at the same time, I didn't really care. It was just like, the puppets are so cool. I could just watch that horse gallop around with 3 men inside of it forever. This is probably one of the weirder things I've said lately. But, yeah, we had an amazing night that night. It was so great. And, yeah, I tweeted, okay, so I tweeted about there being a potential, or a security issue. And basically what happened was I had made an Instagram video when our fire alarm went off. By the way, the fire alarm went off. I was so angry. I was like, why? Every time I stay in a hotel, why does something go wrong? Like, the elevators break, fire alarm goes off, tornado sirens. I don't know. Just things always happen in hotels while I'm there. I'm just a cursed person. But apparently the podcast also had issues without me there. So it's either me continuing to curse it, or it's not me. It's Jesse. And I like to believe that that's true. But I have to take responsibility for the hotels because Jesse, it's not his fault. It's not his fault, guys. So, what was I talking about? Oh, the security issue. So I made that short Instagram video of when just the entire hotel was out on the street, and they kept trying to get us to move. They were like, can everybody just like go down to the square? And nobody would. We were literally blocking an entire street. But I had made a video that showed the places that were around us. And after I posted it, I was like, I just realized maybe I shouldn't have done that. And Sam was like, well, you know, I doubt there's going to be a problem. And if there's a problem, we'll deal with it. And unfortunately, we had a problem, and we dealt with it, and it was totally fine. But I was like, dang it. Normally, I'm really careful about that stuff. And just this one time, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, huh? That was really dumb of me. But it was still, I mean, you could see how many people were in that street. It was crazy sauce. So I was like, everybody needs to know. They need to know what's going on. I'm so sorry. My arm is just... it's just having problems. Holding up its end of the bargain. I feel like there were really funny people on the plane too, and I'm trying to remember what those stories were. Like way back when I flew here, guys. Oh, the lady in the middle. The lady in the middle of me. She was inside me. So there were the 3 seats, right? Let me back up again. I'm sorry. I'm realizing that I'm skipping a bunch of stuff. I somehow got upgraded to premium economy, which I was very excited about because we had that when we went to England for GemuCon. Jesse had somehow finagled us premium economy seats for the flight there. I was very excited about it. I was like, oh, heck yes. And it's great. They treat you fantastically. And they couldn't really find I've got the hiccups. They couldn't really find... The universe doesn't want me to make this video. Too bad, universe, is happening. So they couldn't find my my information when I went up there to get my ticket, and I was panicking. I was like, how am I gonna get there? What's happening? But it turned out that they had like mislabeled some stuff. I don't even know, guys. I don't understand. But the plus is that they then upgraded me because they had seats available, and they were like, we're so sorry about this. Here, we'll upgrade you to premium economy. And I was like, dope. So I got upgraded, and originally it was just in the middle section where there are 3 seats. It was me on one side and this older lady on the other side, and we were like, yes, like so jazzed about it. And then this one woman opted to upgrade to premium economy, and so she sat in the middle of us. But the entire flight she was like getting up and sitting back down again constantly. Like, the entire flight. It was so weird. Even when our fasten seatbelt signs were on, like, when we were descending, she, like, got up. And everybody was like, could you not? Could you sit down, please? I was like, who is this lady? She's so weird. Oh, my gosh. It was good times. But the lady on the other side of her, the older lady, she was dope. She called everybody darling. I was like, oh, you're such a British stereotype. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Oh, my hair is just so pretty right now. Hello. I don't know what I expected to do just then. Look, give me a second. I can fix this. I can fix this. Sure, whatever. Okay, moving on. So now we are at the Thorne residence. We are hanging out in their home, which is gorgeous, by the way. They have this like beautiful Victorian home. Just like, I love it so much. This is like my dream home. And they're like, really? It's so cold here. It's like weird. But we don't have homes like this in America, really. So just like the look and the style of it, I love it so much. I'm like, oh, this is the home that I want. This is the sort of home that I like dream about having. And they're like, really? I don't understand why. But it's great. You guys don't understand. It's so pretty. It's just like beautiful wood and brick everywhere, and I don't know, it's so cozy and pretty and etc. I just love it, and that's all. And I love all of them. I think they're all wonderful. We've been having a great time so far. And today we're just gonna... Oh, was there something on outside? I did not even realize. Suddenly it got quieter than it was before, and I was like, what was that? What happened? The world is suddenly silenced. But I realized I think there was a truck on outside for like maybe this entire video. Maybe you won't be able to hear it, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna relax today and go run a couple of errands and get lunch, and I had black pudding for the first time this morning because Sam's mom made breakfast for us, and she was like, if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, but Sam loves it, so you can just give it to Sam. I was like, okay. And it's a little rich and dense for me, I think. It's not that the flavor was bad, it was just like, not like a huge fan of this. Oh, gosh. I was like, yeah, it's alright. It's okay. Not fantastic, but I've tried it. I've wanted to try black pudding for a really long time. It's made of blood, by the way, for those of you who are confused. It's blood pudding. So I'm glad that I've had that now. I can say that I've tried it because I have a lot of friends who love it. And I can move on with my life. I think we're going to go watch more Phone Shop. I love Phone Shop. It's become like one of my favorite shows just in the last couple of days. The Phone Shop is so funny, even though sometimes I can't understand what they're saying at all. And I'm like, Sam, what do they say? What's going on? Was that words? That couldn't have been a sentence. You have to, like, stop it and explain what happened to me. But, oh my gosh, this show is so funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And maybe I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Oh.